I want to talk about my sister Lynn, my swan sister Lynn, who actually made me spray perfume all over my room because Lynn does that every day. She sprays perfume in her room all over the place. Lynn lives in a landed property. I have known her for I think over 35 years, and I think specifically 32 years. I've been sworn sisters with Lynn for 32 years, and in that course of time, she has taught me a lot of things, and I have taught her a lot as well. I always used to visit Lynn at her place. And Lynn has got two Dutch hounds in her garden. She lives in a landed property, and she has two Dutch hounds in her garden that she lets loose. She says that she feels secure when with them around. The intruders come, they will just bite them. You know, bloodhounds, like she has two bloodhounds. And then I told her, well, I wish I had some pets because my mom don't let me have pets in the house because mom says that we live in an apartment, it'll be very scruffy and it'll be very untidy, and we always need to groom the pets, and mom says to save all that trouble, let's not have pets, let's just have no pets in the house. And then I thought, well, I could get a cat, a cat would take care of itself and groom itself, you don't have to take care of them, you just bring them to the vet and just for injection for vaccination. Or mom says no, affirm no, and then I always envied Lynn, but I didn't dare to go and play with her Dutch house because they are big and fearsome. And Lynn has the smallest room in her house. Her room is maybe half the size of my maybe 3/4 to half the size of my standard HDB bedroom. Because Lynn lives in a landed property, and basically Lynn has mountains of clothes. She has a 3-door closet, and that 3-door closet is filled with clothes. And Lynn goes traveling every year. And there was one year when in my secondary school, she traveled to Germany with her boyfriend, and she bought mountains of clothes back home. She bought, I think, 2 leather jackets from the Germany marketplace, and she bought at least around 5 to 8 t-shirts home, and those t-shirts were like heavy metal hard rock t-shirts that you don't get to see in Singapore, except in Peninsula where I always go. And Lynn, the other time when then she went with her other boyfriend to, I think she went with the other boyfriend to Paris or somewhere, or Japan. No, they went to Japan or somewhere. I don't know where it was. I think it was Japan or Paris or somewhere. And then she actually bought and then her boyfriend Philip actually bought a Swatch phone. I told Lynn I had a Swatch pen because I got a Swatch pen, a little Swatch pen, and Lynn told me that Philip, her boyfriend Philip, they were gonna get married lah. So then they went just as an exposure trip. They went to France or Japan or somewhere, and he bought a Swatch phone. Those kind of Swatch phone, this transparent case Swatch phone with all the nitty gritty, those kind of things inside, mechanisms inside. They can see through mechanisms. Yeah, he bought a Swatch phone, and then then Philip told her, and then there was a time, and that was before they actually, uh, you know, uh, uh, went to Hong Kong. And there was another time they went to Hong Kong, and then Philip told her, you better don't bring that Coca-Cola bag with you, the transparent Coca-Cola bag. And then actually Lynn said, of course not. And then Lynn told me that, and I was like shocked. I was like, what's wrong with taking the bag? There's nothing wrong, because there was one year where Coca-Cola gave out transparent sling bags, and then what they meant was it would be embarrassing, totally and thoroughly embarrassing, if they were to use the transparent bag in Hong Kong. And then I don't understand the philosophy of why it would be embarrassing, but well, I took their word for it, and I never, I mean, I never saw Lynn using that bag in Singapore. Sorry, in Singapore. Philip told her not to use the bag in Singapore, and then just to bring it to Hong Kong to use. Sorry, I correct myself. He told her to bring to Hong Kong to use and not use in Singapore. It'd be very embarrassing if she used the bag in Singapore. It's like wearing a Hard Rock Cafe Singapore t-shirt in Singapore, and I have done it. And Lynn was askance, and she almost wanted to throw out, and she wanted to clobber and kill me. She said, hey, Ming, And she says, "Mate, please don't throw away my face. You know, I'm your dad. Don't tell people that I'm your dad. You know, you wear a Hard Rock Cafe Singapore t-shirt in the streets of Singapore. What are you thinking?" You know, I says, "There's nothing wrong with that. You know, just being patriotic something." And then she went to so many places with Philip and all her friends from the U, and they always had a good time. And she'll bring me a little presents back home. She bought me she went to New Zealand and she bought me a toy sheep. And at the other time she went to Germany, and in Germany she bought me a toy hedgehog, you know, a soft toy hedgehog. And that was, yeah. And there's so many things else to say, but well, my JJ is now married to Philip, and they have like a few kids, and she's still busy as hell, and I have not spoken to her ever since. But all these days, I hope. I mean, I've since been separated from Lynn for a long time, and I because of, you know, life goes on. You know, we pass through that period of high school summer, and then things go on, and you just go on. You know, you just separate and everything. Yeah. So I hope Lynn and I get together again and we'll have a drink together. I really hope to visit Lynn at her place again. Of course, she doesn't live there anymore with her parents. Like, she has, you know, moved to with a HDB flat with her husband and three children. Hope Jie will call me out soon. I don't know what's keeping her busy, but I hope I see her again. Cheers and have lots of fun.